Hello lawn mowing people. What I'm going to talk about today is my 9 tips for staying positive when your lawn mowing business is struggling. Now, we all know that you have the occasional bad day, and we all know that sometimes running a lawn mowing business can be challenging. Dealing with breakdowns, slow payers, bad weather is bad enough, and then when everything's compounding, it can go downhill pretty quickly. And these are the days where you wonder why you got into the business in the first place, but don't give up hope. If you stick with it, the bad times always pass. Meanwhile, here's a few things that help me get through when I'm feeling a little bit down. For starters, have a positive attitude. No matter how tough things get, keeping a positive attitude is essential. It's easier said than done, but it's important to remember that things will get better. So surround yourself with positive people and avoid negative influences as much as possible. If you have a customer or two that's really hard to deal with and really put a dampener on your day, why not fire them? Do it politely to avoid trouble. What we normally do is if we've got a customer that we want to fire, we won't tell them straight out. What we'll do is we'll send them a text telling them that they've got a price increase, and we'll just do a massive price increase, a price increase that we know that they won't accept. And then they just text back and say, hey, look, we no longer require your services, and that's fine because they're happy, we're happy, and nobody's complaining. So that's probably your best way of doing it. Now, another thing that you can do is to set some goals. Now, set realistic goals and goals that you can achieve with a reasonable amount of effort, especially if you're not feeling that great. Just small wins help make you feel a lot better in the long run. So once you set some goals, just work towards them and do little things that make you feel better every day, and it helps you stay focused and motivated. Back in the day when I used to door knock for quotes, I used to deal with a lot of rejections, and I stayed positive by counting the no's. Now that may sound really funny, but that actually worked out really well because I knew that I was getting roughly about one yes in every 40 doors I knocked on. So I'd knock on a door, and if I got a no, that's fine because I was counting the no's, and I knew that once I got to about 40, I was about to get a quote. And if I got to 80 doors and everybody had said no, I'd be like super excited because I'd figure I was in for a run. And that's the way it goes. You get a lot of no's, you get a lot of things that don't go your way, but then things start going your way. Now, another thing is you can make a plan. So it's a good idea to know what you're going to do next. And if you're having things like financial problems, then why not just plan to contact the people that you owe money to and have a talk to them? You'll be surprised how reasonable people can be. I have no problems when people ring me and they say, hey, look, I can't afford to pay this right now, but I can afford to pay X amount a week for 3 weeks. I've got no problems with that. All I want to do is know what's happening and when, and I'd like to see it happen. And anybody that you owe money to is the same. All you need to do is just tell them that this is the plan, this is what you're going to do, this is what's going to happen on that day, and just stick with the plan. Another thing is, if you're feeling a bit down, you can take action. Now, if you sit around doing nothing, then you just start feeling worse and worse. But taking action helps you feel motivated and it helps you feel positive. So I find that staying busy is a good thing. If I'm not in the best of moods, I don't wait for jobs to come to me. I get proactive and I get out there and I find some work rather than sitting at home worrying about it. I go out, I knock on doors, or I'll contact existing customers and see if there's anything else that needs doing. There's always plenty of work out there if you go out and look for it. Make your plan, decide what you're going to do, then go out and do it. Stay organised. That's really important because things go a lot better when your business is organised. And if a business is disorganised, then things will start getting more and more out of control, and the longer it runs like that, the harder it will be to pull it back and get everything running smoothly. And also being organised helps you feel more control and less stress when things are tough. So work on your systems, work on your scheduling, work on your debt collection, work on your customer management. When a business has good systems, everything starts falling into place. Another thing is to keep learning. One of the best ways to stay motivated during tough times is to be learning and growing all the time. Read books, take classes, attend workshops related to your business. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to deal with whatever challenges come your way. I use Udemy a lot. I can pick up courses there pretty cheap, and I've completed over 100 courses on Udemy in the last 5 years. I mainly focus on topics that I'm interested in and things to do with my business and things to do with my hobbies and whatever I'm doing at the time. I find that I can pick up a course for 10-20 bucks and I can get an education. And when you learn things, you're always improving and you're always getting better. Another thing that I do is I listen to audiobooks while I work. You can take things off your mind when you're listening to an audio book, and you can get a first class education at the same time. Or you could just simply read a ton of Stephen King books like I did. I've read every single one of his books, just about to read the latest one. And I use a place called Audible for that, and I have literally bought over 100 books off them over the years. So that's what I'd suggest. Just get audiobooks, or if you're not going to get audiobooks, start finding a few podcasts related to things that'll help you feel better and help you grow your business, and start listening to them. Another thing is to look after yourself. You've got to take care of yourself physically and mentally, especially during tough times. You've got to eat healthy foods and exercise regularly and get enough sleep. And don't forget to take time out for yourself every now and then, and do something that you enjoy without any ulterior motive. I like to take time on the weekends and I go out, I walk my German Shepherd, I do a bit of art, and sometimes I'll drive to a nearby town and wander around and do a bit of photography. And so don't be all about work. Take time out to do the things that you enjoy doing. Another thing is perseverance pays. So sometimes when things are tough, you feel like giving up's the best option. But it is important to persevere during these times. Remember why you started your lawn mowing business in the first place, and keep pushing forward. Remember that I said that once I got 80 rejections, I got excited because something good was going to happen. Well, you can feel the same about your business. Bad times don't last forever, and they pass just like everything else. And perseverance is the thing that gets you through every time. So, in closing, we all get down sometimes, and once we emerge from that period, our business is usually stronger, it's more robust, and it's better than it was when we started. And sometimes we need the hard times to appreciate the good times and be happy when things are going well. And that's all I've got to say today. So I hope that helped. Get out there, mow lawns, have fun, and happy lawn mowing, people.